Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I welcome you all to the 9th session of the TRRC public hearings. In line with tradition, we begin with prayers. Imam Jallo, can you lead us in prayers, please?
Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Alhamdulillahi hadina li hadha wa ma kunna linahtadi lawla anna hadina Allahul awwalul akhir wal zakhir wal batin. Ya rabbana lakal hamd kama yanbahi wa jalalu wajhika wa aziman sultanika wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin khatimin nabiyina wa imamil mursalin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin. Bishop, can you please lead us in Christian prayers?
Thank you, Madam Deputy Chairperson. Gracious and eternal Father, may your name be praised, glorified, worshipped, and adored. We continue to ask for your divine mercy, grace, and guidance over the sittings of the TRRC. As we begin the 9th session today, pray that the Holy Spirit will accompany us and that you will guide all those who will come here to be witnesses, that they will come with the sole aim to speak the truth and not to mislead the Gambian people. And so, Lord, as we continue, we continue to ask that the people of this land will continue to exercise patience, to allow the due process of the law to take its course. By your own divine grace and mercy, you will grant reconciliation, you will grant reparation, and by your own divine judgment, you will judge those who are to be judged. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop. Having asked for Allah's guidance and protection, I now read the statement on behalf of the Commission. On Thursday, October 3rd, 2019, the TRRC completed its 8th three-week session of public hearings. During that session, 25 witnesses appeared before the Commission, bringing the total number of witnesses to testify so far to 129. 31 of these 129 witnesses were perpetrators and alleged perpetrators. The rest were mostly victims, including 21 women, 2 of whom were alleged perpetrators. The 8th session focused entirely on the April 10th and 11th, 2000 student demonstrations in which at least 14 students and 1 Red Cross volunteer were killed by security forces, and 2 innocent children accidentally lost their lives through this tragic event. Many more are still suffering from the injuries sustained and need urgent medical attention. During this 9th session that starts today and ends on October 31st, 2019, the Commission intends to hear testimonies surrounding issues of sexual and gender-based violations that occurred during our mandate period. Over the past several weeks, our Research and Investigations Unit, in collaboration with other units of the Secretariat and the legal team, have been in touch with and obtained statements from witnesses connected to this highly sensitive topic. These witnesses include both direct and indirect victims, security officers, civil servants, private civilians, and politicians who were in one way or another involved in the events under investigation. It is anticipated that hearings on sexual and gender-based violations will dominate the hearings of the Commission during this entire 9th session. However, we also expect to hear testimony from witnesses dealing with other topics that have been only partially covered in past hearings. Meanwhile, our teams continue to visit different parts of the country to engage communities and obtain statements from victims on the subject of this session, the 2009 witch hunts and other violations. They have collected a good number of statements that are being processed in readiness for the Commission's hearing in the near future. As we begin this 9th session, focusing mostly on the sensitive topic of sexual and gender-based violence, we wish to encourage all victims and all persons who may have valuable information regarding this subject to please come forward and share their stories with the TRRC and hopefully with the general public. The TRRC guarantees absolute confidentiality and protection of integrity for all witnesses. We also wish to repeat that witnesses who would like to testify have a choice to either appear in public or appear as protected witnesses or testify behind closed doors. Even if witnesses do not wish to testify, their statements will make a significant contribution to the true historical record the Commission is mandated to produce for this country. Last week, Monday, October 7th, the government of the Gambia, through the Ministry of Justice, announced a contribution of $50 million to the TRRC's Victim Support Fund. This was a significant development. Allow me, on behalf of the commissioners and staff of the TRRC, and on behalf of the victim community of the Gambia, to thank the government for this significant contribution to our reparations fund. Because the victims are at the center of the TRRC process, the capacity to pay reparations to them and their families will significantly assist this commission in successfully executing its mandate. Root commissions attain less than desired results because reparations are not paid to victims. With this $50 million contribution, and with assurances of further contributions by the government of the Gambia, the Gambian TRRC is poised to be an exception to the rule of failure in the tricky area of reparations. Understandably, the government's $50 million contribution to our reparations fund has further heightened expectations from both the victim community and the general public. Since the TRRC has now been given this amount, the Commission is expected to proceed with payments to some of the victims who deserve reparations. I am happy to report that we are working very hard to do just that. As of now, the Commission has finalized and adopted the TRRC's policy on reparations and is working hard to finalize the rules and regulations governing the payment of reparations. We expect that work on this document will be completed by the end of November 2019 so that we can proceed to execute this aspect of our mandate in an equitable, efficient, effective, and transparent manner. In the meantime, the TRRC plans to engage victims on issues of reparations even as we continue implementing the Commission's interim reparations program with various types of support to victims, ranging from medical attention to assistance with further education. The TRRC thanks all Gambians in the country and the diaspora who have supported the Victims' Reparations Fund. At this point, we wish to reassure the general public of our commitment to the pursuance of the objectives of our mandate without fear or favor, affection or ill will. The TRRC is here for all Gambians and embodies the spirit of a united Gambia. A Gambia united especially by its boundaries, its history, its religions, its love of humanity, and its determination to promote human rights and the rule of law, and to prevent the recurrence of dictatorship and gross human rights violations. The various narratives coming out of our public hearings are enabling a national conversation from which we must learn lessons and in which we should continue to engage in a spirit of tolerance and mutual respect as we seek to find common ground in our collective love for only what is the very best for the Gambia. This way we can usefully learn the lessons of the past and contribute to the emergence of a better, brighter, more peaceful Gambia, and make the determination that never again will the Gambia allow a dictatorship to take hold in our beloved country. Finally, as we start this 9th session of public hearings on this highly sensitive topic, we crave, perhaps more than ever before, the continued support and prayers and collaboration of all Gambians and other members of the general public to be considerate in their comments and avoid being judgmental so as not to stigmatize and discriminate against the witnesses even further. I thank you for your attention. Lead Counsel.
Good morning, Madam Chairperson, Commissioners, and members of the audience. We are ready to begin the new session, and Maria Masingate would lead the witness for this morning's session. We hope to have 2 witnesses today, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Maria.
We can start.
Good morning, Madam Vice Chair. Good morning, Commissioners. And good morning, everyone. We'll wait for the usher to bring in the witness.
Ntese Nabu Kamara Lo.
Ntese Nabu Kamara Lo.
Do swear that
Mbenkali Lako.
Benkali Lako.
I'll speak the truth,
Mbetonya Le Fola.
Tonya Lefola.
the whole truth,
Tonya Dammam.
Tonya Dama.
and nothing but the truth.
Adunte Femfola Memmanke Tonyati.
Inta Fankola Mumanke Tonya.
So help me God.
Koto Alama Aleyendema.
Alama Alem Nako.
Good morning, Madam Witness, and welcome to the TRRC.
Council ko Isama Sedo Ibe Bismilandila TRRC Bundala.
You already know that my name is Maria Masingate.
Akoyalon ko atomu Maria Masingate leti.
I will be assisting you to give your evidence this morning.
Akatele be mako la puriela sede yaro ke binyin somanda.
Like I told you this morning,
Ko ayafoye nyamin nyin somanda.
this will just be in a form of a conversation.
Abekelale ko kacha aldamangulu tema.
Just feel free and relax.
Ako isifang sindikuke yedaha ye sembe.
As you are already aware,
Ko ibota nyin kalamale ko.
there's interpretation going on.
Kankularo be kanna soro be kekana bembe be fokai ka kanna soro le komala.
So I'll advise that you keep your statement short
Woto esila kumakangolo sutuyandi kane jamfandi bake.
to enable the interpreters capture everything you say.
Pour kanna soro lalu fanalu si akanna soro no ye memfo.
Should in case you don't get a question that is being put to you
Ako
clearly,
misali kama niye nyininka ema nyininka ro nyi moy wala ima fahamu.
please do let me know so that I can clarify the question for you.
Isi a koindi ama puru asa seneyandi ye akaye nyininka mena.
So we are about to start.
Mpareta l'Islam pour ka damuta.
Are you okay to start now?
Ako fo ebe pareri na pour ka damuta sayimbang.
me parelin.
Yes, I'm prepared.
Thank you very much.
Ako inumbara.
Can you please tell us your names?
Ako ito fongo seaka ya fonyabang.
Nde to mu sena bu kamara loleti.
My name is Senabu Kamaralo,
Bar mu jama kan kumandi seni kamara lela.
but many people call me Seni Kamara.
Can you tell us when and where you had your primary and secondary education?
Ako fo sa fono nye. Ikaranta minto le kabrim primary karambung fokata secondary karambung.
Okay, nde karanta Fatoto Primary School.
I went to Fatoto Primary School.
Ngana junior school ke Pajuf le.
I did my junior school at Pajuf.
Ngana secondary school ke SOS Hamamayana Technical High.
I did my secondary school at SOS Hyman Manor.
Can you please tell us when and where you were born?
Afonyeng iwuluta minto le anin sanjuma.
Nte uluta 14 November
I was born on the 14th of November,
1980 Fatoto.
1980 in Fatoto.
That is, if you remember, can you remember the year you did your secondary and primary education?
Ako natara I hakilo sa muta nole de. Biyela primary karambung dati sangomeng aning ila secondary karambung.
Maybe primary dance makilo to mutanola, but secondary school 94 long start. Junior schools 94.
I cannot recall the year of the primary school, but for the junior school, I started in 94.
And that was in SOS Hamad Minor, right?
No, Pajuf.
That's okay, Pajuf.
Thank you for that clarification.
Ako inumbara osene andiroto.
Can you please give us the full name of, is it called Pajuf Secondary School or is there another name for it?
Ako foi ka fole drum Pajuf Secondary School for todo balale.
St. Augustine Junior.
St. Augustine's Junior.
And can you tell us the year you completed that junior education?
Foi sa fono nye sangomen yo junior karambungu bangkaranna.
1996.
In 1996.
1996, 1997.
In 1996, 1997.
After your secondary education, can you tell us what you did next?
Ako biriela secondary karambungu bangkaranna. Inata muneke.
Nata na Bakote High.
I then went on to Bakote High.
Can you please give us the full name of Bakote High?
Bakote High karambungu nying tomu me ofonya bang.
Hamamayana Technical High School.
Hamamayana Technical High School.
Is the school known by any other name?
Ako fo todo fanambe karambungu la ulbe kola.
Maybe, but moto nyilonde.
Maybe, but I don't know that other name.
Is it the same as SOS school?
Ako fo hanimbi ateo karambungu kilungulo ka fo dame SOS.
JLM SOS Hamamayana Technical High.
Yes, it's there. SOS Hamamayana Technical High.
When did you complete SOS Hamad Minor Technical High School?
Ako sanjumalem yebandi karangola SOS Haman Minor Technical Karambu nyinto.
Unfortunately, nyanta bananu year 2000 but man na complete.
Unfortunately, I should have completed in the year 2000, but I could not complete.
Can you please tell us why you couldn't complete it in year 2000?
Ako foisa fono nyebang munana ima banno 2000 sangokono.
Yeah, ma banno because of incident of munketano April 10 and 11.
I couldn't complete because of the incident that happened on the 10th and 11th.
And which month and year was that?
Ako karjumalem wati anin sanjuma.
April 10 and 11, year 2000.
April 10 and 11, year 2000.
Can you please give us the details as to what happened
Ako fo
on that day?
isa bonye nyoto wolung kolumenu keta fo itesi itela ko sata nonye.
Yang si do sata no jeto.
Yes, I can say something about it.
Please go on.
Ako tenteng ya sata.
Yeah, April 10 and 11, student demonstration no.
The April 10 and 11 student demonstration,
It tenelun so mandalem.
it was on the Monday morning.
Coming that day, mol nyanta exam mole sotola because I've been to exam time mole fe.
That morning, we were supposed to have an examination, start our examinations, because that was the beginning of the examination period.
Yeah, ndebe steering numbanjule na guardian bulu ka fumu alamuta baji moja maka fa elas baji.
I was staying in Banjul with my guardian, Alamuta Baji. Some people call him alias Baji.
Mbe wole bulu nje but ni exam stita nkana na broda ya sana kamara.
I was with my guardian there, but during examination times, I used to come down to my brother, Alassane Kamara.
Ube steering bundunne.
He was staying in Bundum.
Because exam time motoka kole ya bakele.
Because during the examination period, it is usually difficult for transportation is usually difficult.
Sa impuru ye selo soto ay sone ya fo sikata nandula la ibe fenkela dame ibe comfortable la dame.
So to have things easy, it's good that you come closer to somewhere where you can have easy access to the school.
Ole ya kendi nata nunkoto maya tala bundu.
That was the reason why I came to my brother at Bundum.
Saying also manda aketa on the 10th April year 2000.
So that morning, on the 10th of April, year 2000,
Wilta ngan ku ngan na informal dun coming ka Kenya mi normal days damma.
I woke up, took a bath, and dressed in my uniform, as I usually do on other normal school-going days.
Na bago kono fanang because mu bori la letino nimbitala school. Nkanna bago kono nkanna athletics fe on kijele so that ning school over tan sitana borol fanana.
Also inside my bag, I put my athletics materials because I was an athlete, so that after school I could go on my training.
Can you please tell us what type of uniform SOS had that during that time?
Ako fesa fono nyabang SOS karambu ka uniform fason jumale dungo tembo.
Yeah, uniform modern ko mo koy maleti.
The shirt is white.
Na sipole musipa blue nkabotino soto anyato.
Our skirts was blue and we had buttons in front of it.
Uniform be wole nyam.
That was how our uniform was like.
And go on, what happened that morning?
Akwetente mbitu somanda mune natake.
Side nata school auto.
So I later went to school.
Kabrim futata school auto coming student mantra siaring je bage.
When I got to the school, the students, there were not many students there.
Nyanda paper sotala TD.
We were supposed to have a paper, TD.
Can you please tell us where your school was located?
Ako fesa fonyen no bang ela karambu be no minto ma fanne wutumo.
Na karambumbe SOS le bakote.
Our school is at the SOS in Bakote.
And at what time did you arrive in the school?
Ako ifutata karambu to wati jumale.
Futata karambundo talan sai ma fangola.
I got to the school around 8.
So what happened when you met few people in the school?
Ako mune natake biriya tara moman siya ba ke karambu nyinkono.
Sanka mfutata tu mom na ngaje ko mol man sia nga nyininka fobi mol man tara paper sotola.
When I got to the school, I noticed that there were not many students, so I made inquiries and to ask whether there was not going to be any paper today.
Sorry for cutting you, I just need some clarification.
Ako
on what you
haketo
said.
abe kuntula laftadula le sene andila.
You mentioned that the subject you were having that day was TD.
Yeah.
Ako nyum foko nyanta londi silo menkela wulung ika fole TD.
Sorry, can you tell us what TD means?
Ako ya fonyen TD koto mu muneti.
TD mu technical drawing.
TD is technical drawing.
Go on, please.
Ako tenteng.
Sanka bringe nyininka ko mol nyanta paper sotola bari mu man sia janto dum Mr. Jallo man fanam man na teacher.
So when I inquired, they said yes, people are supposed to have a paper, but there are not many people here. And secondly, Mr. Jallo is not even around.
Saying mbesirin je fameta na tana va ko bi na Red Cross member do ka fa sambanjai.
So we were seated there. After some time, they said one of the Red Cross members, Sambanjai,
Because we have no more coming student demonstration o nyanta kasoto.
Because he had informed us that this student demonstration was to take place.
Yeah, so nata funya anko sa mbari paper man soto ngafero kamfana futa jetu.
So I now said, well, since there is no paper, let's make an effort and get there.
Yeah, sa ntamata onyale ntata.
So that was how we walked along and went there.
Yeah, mbetama kamfom futata Serakunda.
So we were walking until we got to Serekunda.
But mfutata Serakunda tumomina.
But at the time that we got to Serekunda,
Johnson dobe Serakunda, Johnson o felenti.
there is a junction in Serekunda. You have the Johnson.
And Johnson o opposite do fanan Johnson do bije nawek jo Johnson o kata nawek le.
And the other side, opposite, there is a Johnson going towards the Nawek.
Mule Serakunda lo ngamere wole je ma faulon.
Those that know Serekunda, I think they would know that area.
So ngaje karamudo dinun be bor kanka bona wo ma fangola.
So we saw that some students were running from that end.
The junction you're referring to at Serakunda, is it possible that it's the Aisha Mari junction?
Akoy ka Johnson o men fotan Serakunda fo Aisha Mari sila kumbe woni nombang.
Anyway, malo no dum ko je Johnson frale soto kilindo tata nawek kilindo jita Serakunda lo dula.
I can only say that there was two Johnsons there. One goes towards the Nawek end and the other one goes towards the Serekunda end. Because I am not very familiar with this area.
My apologies. Do you know if there are any police stations around that junction you're referring to?
Ako fo yenyulo nako wo sila kumbe oto je fo police station o be o ma fangola le bang.
Ni tambe to Johnson la do ka police station o sotole.
Yes, as soon as you pass this Johnson, you get to the police station. Yes.
Thank you very much. It's like you're describing the Aisha Mari junction at Serakunda.
Ako numbara amonta Aisha Mari sila kumbe ngo eka wole foten Serakunda.
Can you please proceed with your evidence?
Ko sitenten ila serearo la.
Yo san kabring futa to do ngaje student ol nimboro mina kan ntel lota.
So as we got to that Johnson, we saw students running towards us, and so we stood.
San kabring o fenke don dol ko ay ko fanan ko nyiko ali bori police ol le kana na molno manim paral.
So they said to us, you run because the police and paras are after us.
Ntel branch kan dun taw Johnson wala mun tata nin nawek ma fangola.
So we branched and got to the Johnson that goes towards the Nawek end.
Ya nga boroke wala ton tata.
So we ran and went
Futata manokan
until we got to the highway.
San kabring futata manokan alaji alim bay mbuga mbahalla misirobe daminto.
So when we got to the highway around the Alaji Mbaye Bugambahal's mosque,
Johnson obije mundun takata sandika.
there is a junction that goes inside the Sandika.
Nduntaw Johnson wala nimboro.
We got into that junction, we were running.
But para dol be mol ko manan.
But there were some paras behind us.
Mfuta sign tambita jumola drong nyato nang dol be lorin jeto.
As we passed the mosque, we saw some standing in front of us.
At this point, how do you know that they were para as you referred to them?
Akonyin tembong yalo nyadi le konyil mu para leti.
Ila uniformo le yakende ngalon ko para lem.
I know that by their uniform. That is why I know that they were paras.
Can you tell us what kind of uniform they were wearing, the color of the uniform, if you can recall?
Akoni yakilo sibula fo sa fo no nye ila uniformo akuloro be nyadi le ni yakilo sibula bun
blue dark blue lem.
It was blue, dark blue.
Can you please describe what they had on them?
Ako bitung uniformo ko la mum fem façon le be bala fo si o fo no nyina.
Ila batinol be bulle.
They had their batons.
Ila fenkol fanambe bulu kamun protect mol nyato tende.
They also had their things which they used to protect.
Kido fanambe dendi kangola.
And they also had guns.
So they had batons.
Ako bitung ila dokolu be bulu ila batinolu.
They had their shields.
Ila shields be bulu ko ike fantankandi menna.
And they had their weapons on them.
Andu
that's the gun.
Ako endung iko kidolu fanambe bulle. Huh?
Yes.
Okay then, can you please tell us what happened when you met up with them?
Ako bitu yetenten ya fonye mbringa ni bentawo nya ali dolu jali nyatu munena take.
sa ndol ben ko ma dol ben nyato fende nde ku keno la na manke nga surrender.
Now, since some were behind us and others were in front of us, there was nothing we could do except to surrender.
Can you estimate how many of them you saw? Both counting the ones behind you and the ones in front of you.
Ako foy sa yirikanole ale mo jelle je o men yo uniform dum mennu bali nyato ani mennu bali koma foy se yiriko fono bang.
Mulbe nyato den sol fono because wol tambita mo tangolale bar mulbe ko mamalo wol munyellete.
Those in front of me, I can estimate because they were more than 10, but I cannot estimate those that were behind us.
You said you had no choice but to surrender.
Eko imang sila do soto fali ali fang dila fali lo dorong.
Can you tell us if they said anything to you that made you surrender?
Ako fo nyiludun ye kumale fali e bamme ya kende ali ali fansa yima.
Dol mum be lori nyato ko nyi ko say al bita damen do al sofa al solfa namfo.
Those in front of us said, wherever you are going to, say it.
Kantu jangal manta tambila jangal al brul chikandi santo.
Because here you are not going to pass. Raise up your hand.
Ngambulol sikandi santo.
We raised up our hands.
Mulbe nyato ulta yoliye kodi ko achal ngata bitala na kampoto.
And those in front of us led the way and said, let's go, we are going to our camp.
Did they have anything on them to make you actually raise your hands when they told you to do so?
Ako fo fenne be bulu mo safo men sa kendi ikali ali bulo wulindi tumo men ali ali bulo wulindi.
Kidol be bulu.
Yes, they had guns.
Can you tell us where the guns were pointed or where it was on them?
Ako kidolu be bala nyaadile fo be chodi kidolu be chodi ring dulal labam fodum kidolu be bala nyaadile.
Sa mul be nyaato yela fenko yela silo ke bulo blate yela kidol tilim molla.
Those in front of us, they had their shields in front of them and their guns were pointed at us.
At that point, did you willingly obey them or was there something that made you obey them?
Ako tembo adiata al fongole purale songe mabang fodum kule ya kendi mensa sababu purale songo moluma.
Mansong unsa wala ko kantu ninkido be lori kan fero te fesi fansai.
We did not comply out of will, but when a gun is pointed at you, you have no choice but to surrender.
Can you please tell us where they took you after they told you to surrender?
Ako sila afonye itam yali samba minto lebri kali yali fansai.
Yali konye ko sa yali ngata kampoto.
You know, now they said to us, let's go to our camp.
But yantambini kampo la ko nida tal fo GTTI.
But they took us well beyond their camp. We went up to the GTTI.
Student dol fanantara nyairi woto.
We found other students there.
From Serekunda close to GTTI, that's a long walk.
Akos kabo Serekunda kata GTTI omuta majambale tide.
Na odunta malede.
And we did the walk.
Along the way, did they say anything to you?
Albita kantu men na silo kam foy kuma dolu fali en bang.
Kantu iba fo kan ne bara albe kulubale yale keka.
They were saying to us, since you want to show your rudeness,
alta kubondi no la kumunto naltal kalbo kelal sembola sa albal fanne batandel.
If you cannot solve any problem through that rudeness, you are only going to put yourselves into problems.
You told us that you arrived at the school around 8 a.m.
Yenyum foko al futata karamungu ite futata karamungu talansa iwatu ole folemba.
Yes.
And then you went to Serekunda.
Al bota jele mo al natan nyintamo ke kata Serekunda.
Then from Serekunda you were escorted by the paramilitary up to GTTI.
Kabo Serekunda utumo lombirim para yali muta yali tamandi hanfo GTTI.
Can you estimate what time it was when you arrived at GTTI?
Faisa yirikano ila miraro to alfutata GTTI wato me asiben wati jumale fe.
Mang time o jibe because o time o atara mo be kumbe kandiring mo mang kunya soto no nisi la time o jibe.
I cannot estimate the time because at that time everybody was tense, so nobody had the time to check the time.
When you arrived at GTTI, you told us that you met another group of students there, correct?
ako birin alfitata GTTI iko aliye talibidul fanal tarajele walemba
nga jamal fon traje.
Yes, we found many.
The students from your group and the students you met at GTTI, can you estimate how many of you were there?
Faisa yirikano atelu nangamo men nata anin aliye talibolu nangamo men tara GTTI Faisa yirikano ila miraro to ba mojellem
Asiya batala na mam asisiyano mo ke mota asiyata bakele. Student also at a different schools.
It was a large number from different schools, and it could even be more than 100.
So what happened when you arrived there?
so birali futata je mune nata ke
Yem fana kneel down di komi ngoltara nyairi nyami yem fana nyai fe wo nyale.
They made us to kneel down, just as we found the others kneeling down.
As at that time, was the sun already out? Was the sun hot?
ako tembo fotilo botale bang tilobe kandirin ne bang
Tilobo tale tilobe kandirine.
Yes, the sun was out, up, and it was hot.
Where did they ask you to kneel down?
yali nyoyindi minto ma fanne
En nyoyndi jititi ay nyaati liwna la mbeddo dumala. Ke nyonyin kono je nyoyndi waleto.
We were made to kneel down in front of the GTTI by the sand.
While you were kneeling down, did they say anything to you?
albe nyoyri nje tumo men na fo fennulu falie bang
No, imandi amudo fonyi woto man kuma fonyi.
No, they did not say anything to us.
Can you tell us what happened from there?
kaboje sayen afonye mune nata ke
Sa mbe nyairi woto fo mbe group dol fana ini group dol fana minaka ini muli minaka nyola.
We were kneeling down there until they came with another group.
Sa yo grupo la futo wole yakendi intelligent janto joyondo.
The arrival of that group was the reason why we were scattered from that kneeling down.
Anto o grupo kono moso totale munko ko alkana songema because ye mo fale already jitita alkana songema.
Because somebody in that group said to us, do not comply with their instructions because they have already killed someone.
Sa ni sa no yembe fa nyola.
So if they want now, let us kill us all together.
We have received evidence
na sede yaro soto janko
that in between that time,
ko wo wucce o kono wo wato la
there were gunshots.
kidi kangolu kumata
Did you hear or see anything at that time?
fo tembo ye fenne moy bang walla inya ye fenne je bang o tembo
O tay mo mam fe moy bari ka kidi kawne moy mam fe nje bari ka kidi kawle moy le.
At that time, I did not see anything, but you would hear the sound of gunfire.
So what happened when the student asked you people to run away from the paramilitary?
ako say mune nata kabiri wo talibo diamu ta ka fo aliye balankatu ye mo faale mune nata ke kola
Sa mo be wilta boro keta.
So that time, everyone got up and began to run away.
Ni be jaha sete nyokono mo be kun ke dula nyinena.
So we mixed up there with them, and each one was trying to find a way out.
Group dol tata ten group dol tata ten.
One group went this way, and the other group went the other way.
What was the reaction of the paramilitary when you started running?
birali e boro damuta para lu menu bije para militaire le hotu mo inata muneke
Ifana boro ken noma.
They also ran after us.
Ifana ndel talata nyami group politique. Ifana talata wole nyama e bulata nyindol bulata in group dol noma nyindol bulata in group dol noma.
And just as we dispersed in groups, they also did the same. One group went after the one group, and the other group went after the other group of students.
So in which direction were you running? That is, if you can recall.
lako nite hakilo samuta ite tilinu minto ma fanne be bori kan kata dame ma fanna
Komi o tembo nte mang serakunda lombake nte gang kuntiling ila kampo mafangala because of lumbali yaka.
Because at that time I was not very conversant with the geography of Serekunda, I was running and heading, in fact, towards their camp. Behold, where I was heading to was where they were more numerous.
Before
Before I got to where I was running to, those behind me were all captured. At that time, I was not heavily built like this.
Ni koy kambayndi le pour yemota man easy o time.
If you said you were going to chase after me and catch me, it was not something going to be easy for you.
So ni nyo bay te ni nyo bay.
So we chased each other.
Labon ina da kinyadi le mo nani wala ya bulante noma.
In the end, 4 of them came after me.
Sa mo nano ni wala nyo bay okay.
So I was chasing each other with those 4.
Sa ngaje ko borotu mo meta neo fatal.
So I saw that the running was for a long time, and I was losing my breath. So when I looked behind, I saw a house close by. I jumped onto I knocked the door of that house and got inside.
Okordatio maybe na nyimoya bere membala because ngai tara ibe domor dindun be domorole la fo dindin do boita.
That compound owner, I'm sure if the person is listening, the person can recall, because I found the kids having their meal. In fact, one of the kids fell down.
Mborta pour nga saun fence ola.
I ran so that I could jump over the fence.
Because I knew
that I was slender built and I could jump over the fence. I gripped the fence and put one of my legs across. But my other leg that was left behind was grabbed by one of them. I saw that I was a woman, and on the wall were some iron bits. If I was going to engage in a push and pull with him, I was going to injure myself. So I jumped on them. We all crashed to the ground. Because I was faster than them, I got up before them. I said I was going to run away, but the one that was close to me got hold of my skirt. As I was pulling myself to free myself, all the buttons of my zip were uprooted.
At that point, did you have anything under? Because you told us at the beginning of your evidence that you usually wear shorts under your uniform.
Ako tembo fendo be dunding ila duma bang kadu ko utumo eka kurti sutung dung uniform o duma.
Na kurti sutung be dunding na utumo.
Yes, I had a short on at the time. So, but I lost all of my buttons from my skirt buttons. It was only one that was left. My leg, where I was, they held me. It was torn by this iron.
So, that
was where the beating started. Some were slapping me, some were using their buttons to beat me.
You told us that 4 paramilitary officers were chasing you. Were all these 4 people beating you at that time?
They were all beating me.
You told us also that they had batons with them. And shields.
Yes.
And also yes. They had their guns with them.
Yes.
This group of people that were beating you, can you please tell us what they were using to beat you with?
These ones used their buttons, the others were using their hands.
You said you entered a compound. And it was while you were trying to scale the fence that they pulled you down. Was the beating being done in that very compound?
itelende mudanang kabirin ye muta dro ye njine nam fo musudo mu ye golori mbunda bala aka fo ye def len dankat bulen ko gagne ki jigen la bulen yusen dole si kawam.
When I was brought down, in fact, there was a woman who was standing by the gate telling them, take your time with this, she's a woman, before you injure her.
Sorry, it's take it easy with her. She's a woman.
Yeah.
Thank you. At this point, did they heed to the woman when she said it?
Akobiri wo muso yo kuma kangolu fo yo lamoyle bang fo yo dankule bang.
Ima danku yurta kanne. Ima danku.
They did not heed to her pleas. In fact, they shouted at her.
And what happened?
Boko lamune natake?
Na yeli parofo lo biri woto fonni futata ila kampoto.
So they started the beating right there until we got to their camp.
Can you tell us how you got to the camp?
Afonyeng alifutata nyadi le kampoto.
Adimimbatale.
It was painful.
Utaimu.
That time,
Adimimbatale.
it was painful.
I know it's a bit painful.
Akongalo na dimintale.
And I'm really sorry that I have to make you relive that moment.
Si haketu nge hakilo bulandi wodibuati kolengola.
We were not there,
Ntel tije nung.
so we'd like to understand what happened to you.
Bari lafta lon na le mune fango ketela kete nyaming.
So can you please tell us in detail
Fosilang afonyeng kolu kete nyaming aketa abulata nyono ma nyaming itela je wotumo.
from the time they dragged you from the fence
Kabirin wato me ye muta sansango kang ye jindinang
and beat you up,
ye lipa kabirin wo suokono je.
and from that time how you got to their station?
Kabirin wo tembo altata nyameng hanufo katafuta ila kampoto aketa nyaming. Kabo suokono je kata kampoto alafta yole sata aketa nyame altata nyaming.
Adimimbatale anyway.
It was painful anyway.
Mfutata ila kampoto tumomena.
When we got to their camp,
Let me help you out with a few follow-up questions.
Akomba akambata e makoi nyininkaro sibula nyono ma nyaming.
Did you walk by yourself from the compound to their camp?
Akoy tamate singol la kabo korda kono kata hanfo la kampoto bang.
Manta may ben sabakan ne.
I did not walk. I was being dragged,
Ibella pika wole nyama fana.
and they were beating me along the same way.
Can you please tell us which part of your body they were dragging you with?
Ako afonyeng ibe isabaka nyaming ibalo juma ibalo minto ma fanne be ma kambankola ibe kuruntu karne bang fo ibe keka nyadile.
Komi ni ye lipa nimboita ye wilindi koteke do ye muta jang koteke ye lipa koteke nimboita ye wilindi fon ni futata.
So it's like when they beat me and I fall, they will someone will hold me and they will raise me up again, and that was what they were doing until we got to the camp.
Can you tell us the distance from the compound that they held you in to the camp where they were stationed?
Fo isi keno nyi yirikano le ye muta korda men kono kaboto kata hanfo itella kampoto jamfo membe jela fo isa a yirikano le bang.
Ndo fenkeno kanto watara ndebe daminto dimi undamma ngawle lomba lobala.
I cannot, because at that time, the only thing that I was conscious of was the pain that I was feeling on my body.
Did you sustain any injuries as a result of the beatings from the compound to the camp?
Ako fo ila woli parolu menu ba ke kan ila fo ye baramo ke bala jato bala le bang kabo korda kono kata hanfo kampoto fo ye balo baramata le bang.
Yen sabanan santo wato munan singole baramata.
When I was pulled down from the fence, my leg was injured.
Nyindoli ye la piromun ke na batino nyinga imbalo be limbirin.
Once the beatings that they did on me gave me some bruises on the back.
Anin tulubusoli nanyele be funun dale.
And the slappings also swelled my cheeks.
Can you please tell us where in the camp they took you?
Ako afanye mbral futata kampoto ye samba mintole.
Because kabring yemboende.
That is a house, because when I was brought to the ground, I saw on my side there was a sponge.
Kan jan woto janni yemboende adu tale because hatara dimingo bennale mfanange muneke ngalon ko sa nganiola saya o balu nstata ngestan do mumbije ngala nyimbe ngorotele.
Because but before they could fall me to the ground, it was a struggle. I was feeling pain, but I thought that I could do all I could and even die in the process. In fact, there was one that I scratched all over before they could fall me onto the ground.
At this point, was it still the same 4 people that you were?
Ako tembo. Atewo mona ni kilingo menu ye bayindi no fo hanimbi o mona no damman ini wolle be nyola wutumo.
Ha o mona no dammale bije.
Yes, it was only those 4 individuals.
Can you please help us understand this? Because you said they took you to their own camp.
Akum mako nga faham eko yesamba itil fangol la kampole do.
And now you're telling us that it was a room in the camp.
Sa ika foko bunkono le beje wo kampo to je.
So can you please help us understand from the gate to that room? Can you help us understand the setting?
Ako sem mako no kabo korda bunda la dunta ya dundi kampo da mendo. Kata wo bungoto bungonyim abe mafang men na suoko no je.
Je ngamre telephone lebe jeto because a line house malem.
I think they are the ones that are living there because it's sort of a land house.
Before being taken to that particular house you're referring to as the line house.
Ako janni be futandila wo bungoto ka fuda mem line house line house.
Were you taken anywhere else?
Foye samba dula dole to follow bang in janni albitala wo bungoto.
Hani iman samba dulato.
No, I was not taken anywhere. I was taken there.
When you arrived at the camp,
Bilali futata kampo.
Did you see anyone else apart from the 4 officers that were with you?
Foye modo lujijele bang menni wo mona no ta kilinti menuta imeni ye mutanang.
Mbedo kama fangole si molje bari konoto je modo mantraje.
Along the highway you would see people, but inside there was nobody.
You say that the line house you're referring to was the living quarters.
Ako woto mosafo no ko yo line house o mem jeje. Bungol le molu karila daming.
Ha.
Yes.
You said you were being wrestled to the ground.
Penyum foko ye bria ye dundi bunkono ye borindu male.
Ha.
Can you please tell us what happened after that?
Brin ye borindu ma ukola mune natake.
Kabri ye borindu ma wato minna.
When I was wrestled to the ground, I was sitting down, my legs were stretched. One of them took my bag from me. And he opened the bag. He took out my Walkman. Because at that time I used to go for jogging after school. He said to me, you were not going to school, you go out to play because you go to school with a Walkman. I said to him that was not his business. And he slapped me. He said to me, we are about to do something to you that he will never forget. He called another person.
Bring the road.
He said, Baji, bring the road. That one brought the rope.
Do I understand you to say that the person said, Baji, bring the rope?
Akufaya fahamule ko meye kumandiro ke ay kumandiro menka akole Baji julo nati bang.
Ha, I olevo.
Yes, that was what he said.
Apart from the name Baji.
Ako Baji kola. I baji mem for wokola.
Did you hear any other name being called?
Foye todo fana moijele be mem for la bang.
Honey.
No.
Can you please describe this Baji?
Ako faisi nyem baji ke mo nyadi lem faisa amalango amulungo fono le bang.
Amam balo soto ba ke dunga manjam fa ba ke fana.
He is not that well built, and also he is not that tall.
Can you recall his complexion, skin complexion?
Folung abalo hakilo sibula wala le mo koyo lem fo mampata balo lem fo mo fingolom.
Mo fingolem.
It's a dark in complexion person.
Did you see any name tags on the officers that were around you?
Ako melnu be balaje wairi polisolu wala paralu dolu tolu kasta tara safaring i balale. Foyo toje i balale menu be safaring jeba.
Ito je no la kantun dimi umbe bala ite kun ito kunyasa to no la.
You will not see that because you were feeling pain and you will not even have the time to look out for those sort of things.
When the person said, Baji, bring the rope, can you tell us what happened?
Ako birin wo kending do ko baji julo nati wo kola mune natake.
Yo julo tatu mo mina ya nati.
So that rope was brought.
Do nyi nata ntulo ma fona entamo busa.
One of them came towards me and slapped me.
Ay mbulota ya sabannin ko mala.
Took my hand and pulled it behind.
Sayin ya ke ko ngallale.
So they made it as if I was lying down.
But
this hand was with him. He was standing. I was lying down, stretched. At the time that he brought the rope, they brought my hands close to myself, like this. They put my legs together also. Put a rope around.
He made a loophole with the rope and put it on my knee, on my toe, and tied me up.
And it's not a light tying.
Did all of them participate in this?
Ako fo mo nano bele yo ma ibele dabe otobang.
Because mbe pirim parankange bulle, mbe mfang fenkendike bulle. Sa nje mutale kanyaji do ben sitika.
Yes, because I was struggling with them, and some of them suppressed me while others were tying me up.
Can you please tell us what each of them did?
Afanyang ikilin na momondi ye muneke.
These three individuals held me down, and the fourth one was the one doing the tying.
What happened after they tied you up?
Biri city fakapare sila inata munekela.
Ayen city le fa futa tan kaunto jang.
He tied me until my neck, the side and my neck, the height of my neck. So when the rope got onto my neck, they tightened it. It was not a light tying. It was tight.
Can you recall the type of rope they used to tie you up?
The ones they used to draw water from the wells. Those types of rope.
Go on, please.
So after he did that, because the other one had my workman with him, he said to me, you said you are going to exhibit rudeness. We are going to show you. And then I said to him, I don't know. He said to me, by the grace of God, we are going to do something to you. At that time, I knew that because of the pain that I was going through, I insulted his mother.
What did you understand when he told you that they would do something to you?
Because nga jele ko be tilimbali ale ke kan kabirin afolo fo time.
I saw that they were maltreating me from the beginning up to that instance.
So what happened?
Ako kola mune natake.
Sa en kabirin nga banen rong do en tulo busa koteke.
So after I insulted his mother, another one slapped me.
You were lying down on the floor.
Ako tumo be larin du male ban teroto.
Hanin sa belarin bankola.
You were all tied up.
Yes, at this moment I was still lying on the ground.
Andu ye sitile wotumo.
Yen sitile.
Yes, I was still tired.
How did the other one then slap you at that point?
Ako nyindon dungo ye tulo busa nyadi le wotembo.
Nyada nyala teng nyada le fadin.
My face, he hit my face.
What happened after he hit you on the face?
Braye nyada busam wo nyamune du natake.
Okilindo e wogmano katulo to sel tankang abe stamp lanka.
The one who had the Walkman on his ears stepped on me and started stamping on me.
Can you please tell us which part of your body he was stamping on?
Afonya ake balo ake idam fu minto ma fana ka loy balo minto le kan.
This must be really painful for you.
Ako nying adimintale akule me alon ka adiminte fe.
If you do need time, please let me know.
Ako nata dum fana ilafta wati la domanding isa faye.
Can you go on now?
Ako fay betenten no la le bang.
No la.
Yes, I can continue.
Can you please tell us which part of your body he was stamping on?
Aka bello kay bala jato minto le kan aka mensel ta kaloy kan.